Today we are working on Unit 8B.8.
How many examples are there?
There are 6 examples.
I do it.
And what we're going to do today is we are going to use the properties of logs.
Wait.
Use the properties of logs
Wait, slow down.
to find other logs.
Wait a minute.
What?
Use the properties of logs to find other logs.
That sets it.
So before we start, I want to make sure that we remember all of the rules because, you know, you had a 3-day weekend, so hopefully you'll remember these.
She's recording.
Okay, the first rule that I want to make sure you remember is the product rule. Okay, the product rule says that log base b of m multiplied by n is equal to log base b of m plus log base b of n. Write this down, please. Okay, the next important rule is the quotient rule. Okay, the quotient rule tells us that log base b of m divided by n is equal to, here you go,
Oh, you're handing out the pretty pencils?
no, is equal to log base b of m minus the log base b of n.
Do we have to write that down since we write it down every other notes?
You need to remember them, so if you think you remember them, then I guess you don't need to write it down. Okay, the other important one is the power rule. So we're just refreshing to make sure we all remember the rules. And the power rule says that log base b of m to the p power is equal to p multiplied by log base b of m. Now, there's also some special log rules that you need to remember. Okay, so I'm going to make sure you remember these kind of special log rules. Basically, it's just the Siegel problem. So log base b of b to the y is equal to y.
Is it on?
I also want you to make sure you remember that b to the power of log base b of x is equal to x. And another key one to remember is that log base b of 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so just as a little bit of review, I'm going to make sure we remember all of those different rules.
Can we go over natural law?
Not today, but we will. Okay, so if you are given, and this is going to be for all the notes, for all the examples, given that log of 36 equals a, and log of 4 equals b. Log of 36 equals a, and log of 4 equals b. Say what?
Example 1.
This is before the examples. So these are going to be for all of the examples. Okay, so given that log 36 equals a, log 4 equals b. Okay, so your instructions are going to ask you to find the following. Find the following in terms of a and b. Find the following in terms of a and b. So first off with what you're given, what is the base on what you're given? Base 10. Okay, these are base 10. Are there any other base 10s that you actually already know that we didn't write down here? Do you know any other base 10s? Like what? Do you know log base 10 of 10? Do you know what that's equal to? It's always equal to 1, right? Do you know any other ones? Log base 10 of 100 would equal 2. Okay, we probably don't need to go to any bigger ones. Okay, but at the beginning of your homework, I want you to write down the other things that you know that you are not given. So I want you to write down the ones that you already have memorized. Okay, so for example number 1, I would like you to find log of 144. Find log of 144. So basically, we're going to look at how can I make 144 if I've given 36, 4, and I know 10 and 100. How can I make 144?
Very careful.
Any ideas? How can I get 144 from 36, 4, 10, or 100?
Gibberish.
36 times 4, right? So this is the same thing as writing log of 36 multiplied by 4. 36 times 4 is 144. Now, does this look like one of the log properties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Which one does it look like?
Product.
The product rule. So the product rule tells you if you have something multiplied, you can break it apart by making these added to one another. So log 36 plus log 4. Then from there, I have values for this. I can substitute here. Okay, what is log 36 equal to?
2.
What's log 36 equal to? A. Plus, what is log 4 equal to? B. That is your answer. Okay, so we're substituting things. So this is why it says to find the following in terms of A and B. Okay, so in terms of A and B. We're going to do a couple of these, so I know they're a little confusing to start with, but we will get there. Okay?
More gibberish.
Let's try number 2. I would like you to find log 16. Find log 16 in terms of A and B. So how do I get a 16 from either a 36 or a 4?
4 and 4.
Okay, you could write B times B, or what's an easier way to write 16?
4 squared.
Okay, 4 times 4, or 4 squared, right? Is this the same thing as log 4 squared? Yes. You could write them like that, okay? You could write 4 times 4, and that's fine, and then you'd break it apart to be the product rule. But what is this rule? The power rule, right? So walk the power to the front, so 2 multiplied by log 4, and then plug in. What is log 4? B. So 2 times B. Your answer is 2B. You will not have A's and B's in all of your equations. Okay, you're going to have at least one of them, but you don't have to have A and B in all of your equations.
So,
Okay, how would you get 2B just to start with?
So how would this be used in real life?
No idea.
Can you just repeat yourself from the very beginning?
Okay, let's try another one. Guys, I don't expect that you'll get this right away, but we're going to do a couple examples. So,
we better not have a test in like the next week.
okay, log 9. By the way, yes, your test will be next week on block day. Okay, log 9. Question? Well, you could write B plus B, but what is B plus B? 2B. It's the same thing.
So it doesn't matter. We're saying if
It doesn't matter how you get it. If you did 4 times 4 or 4 squared, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to show you guys there's a couple different ways to do these. Yes, you have a test next week on block day.
really? Like, wait, on block day?
Next week on block day.
So like 10 days.
Yes. Okay, log 9. How can I make a 9 out of 36 and 4? How can I get 9 if I have 36 and 4?
3 squared?
This is log, what? 36 divided by 4. So yes, this is a quotient rule. Now, you cannot substitute into these until you have the log 36 or the log 4 by itself. You cannot substitute in here and put A over B. That does not work.
Because it's not A or B.
So this is log 36 minus log 4. Okay, we're trying to get these in terms of 36 and 4. So how can you use 36 and 4 to make 9?
Do what you did over there on example 2. And make it 3
Because 9 doesn't come from 36 squared or 4 squared.
Oh, we have to go by.
Right, we have to use 36s and 4s, yes.
Should have wrote them down.
From here, hey, from here, what is log 36? What can I substitute instead of log 36?
A.
A. Minus, what can I substitute instead of log 4? A minus B. That's your answer.
Oh.
Okay, A minus B. Let's try another one. We're halfway done. How about log of 2? Log 2. How can I make a 2 out of either 36s or 4s? square root of 4, right? So this is the same thing as log 4. Instead of writing square root, I'm going to write 4 to the what power? 1/2. From here, what rule can I use? The power rule. So it walks to the front. So 1/2 multiplied by log 4. So that is 1/2 times, what is log 4? B. And instead of writing it as 1/2 B, you're going to write it as B over 2. I actually do want you to multiply it through. So that would be B over 2. See how I did that?
Sure.
Okay, 2 more. We'll be done.
Thank goodness.
For number 5, I would like you to try log 1/4. Right, log 1/4.
4 negative.
-1, 36.
Okay, so how can I make 1/4 out of either 36 or 4?
Log 4 negative 1.
This is log 4 to the negative 1 power. The negative 1 power walks to the front, so negative 1 multiplied by log 4. So this is negative 1 multiplied by what's log 4?
B.
B. So negative B is the answer that we're looking for. Negative B.
I knew it.
No, you didn't.
Or you can't know you.
Okay, last one. For the last one, I want you to find log 360. Log of 360. How can I make 360 out of 36s and 4s?
36.
This is log 36 times 10. Because don't we actually also know what log 10 is?
Yeah.
We filled it in. It wasn't given to you, but it's something that at the beginning of your homework, you need to write in. The other ones that you already know. Okay, so if you look at this, this would be log 36 plus log 10. What is log 36? A plus, what is log 10? What is log base 10 of 10? 1. Okay, A plus 1. Okay, A plus 1. The assignment that you're going to do with this, listen, the assignment you're going to do for this is worksheet 7. You're doing numbers 1 through 16. Okay? You have plenty of time. Excuse me, worksheet 8. I'm sorry. Worksheet 8, numbers 1 through 16. Okay? I'm going to show you at the top of this worksheet. Okay, if you look at this worksheet, you have all, it says log base 2 of 9 equals C, log base 2 of 10 equals D. What else do you know for log base 2s? What else do you know that we could kind of fill in the blanks? You also know log base 2 of what? What else do you know? You also know log base 2 of 2 is equal to what? 1. Or log base 2 of 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so you probably want to add those in because you will at some point need to use 2 or 4 to get some of these numbers. Okay? So, go ahead and get started, please. You guys should have plenty of time to work on this during class today. So that if you have any questions, yes, if you have any questions, I can help you in class.